Abdali Grammar School, Oxford Mathematics, Algebraic Fractions and Formula, Chapter number 5, Lecture number 1. So let's start today's lecture. Firstly, we will see the definition of algebraic fractions. So let's read it. The fractions of the form a by b, where a and b are algebraic expressions and b cannot equal to 0. So, any fraction in which both numerator and denominator are algebraic expressions, such fraction is known as algebraic fraction. Okay? And denominator can never be equal to 0. The reason is, if denominator becomes 0, then the answer of the fraction is not possible. It becomes infinite. That's why we should always write that denominator can never be equal to 0. Now let's see some examples. Here is an example 2a by 5 plus b. Here our numerator, which is 2a, and denominator, which is 5 plus b. Both are algebraic expressions. That's why our fraction is algebraic fraction. Here is another example 16b by 4b plus c. So in this example also both numerator and denominator are algebraic expressions. That's why it is also an algebraic fraction. So now let's start solving some questions. The question statement is, simplify each of the following. Part A is 4x power 4 by 12x power 5 y. Okay, so let's start the solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is. And then we can see that in this question, values, exponents are written in exponential form. Variables have powers. So we will write it in expanded form. Now we have write x power 4 as 4 times x. And in denominator we have written x power 5 as 5 times x. So now we can simplify it by cutting similar values of numerator and denominator. So 4x's in numerator will be cut with 4x's of denominator. Okay, then what is left behind? 4 and 12 will also be divided as 4 1s are 4 and 4 3s are 12. So all the remaining part is our answer, which is 1 by 3xy. Okay. Here is another example. xy plus 3y in the numerator and 4x plus 12 is in the denominator. So let's start its solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is, and now when we think about it, we can see that like in denominator we have two terms. One is xy and one is plus 3y. So when we think about it, we can see that in both terms y is a common value. So we can take common in this question. So here is a question that how to take common. Think about it. We will write a common value one time and all the other remaining value one time in bracket. Like from numerator y is a common term, so we will write y one time and in bracket we will write x plus 3 which is left behind. Similarly, in the denominator 4 is a common term, so from first term x is left behind and from second term 3 is left behind, because we know that 12 is made up of 4 and 3. 4 multiplied 3 becomes 12. So 4 is a common value and 3 will remain in bracket. So now we can see that in both numerator and denominator we have similar value, which is x plus 3. So now we will cut both similar values of numerator and denominator, and the everything which is left behind is your answer, which is y by 4. Okay. Now here we are going to see that how to do multiplication and division in algebraic fractions. So the rule is, let's suppose if you have two fractions, like one is c by d and other is a by b. So when we multiply two fractions, we will multiply both numerators and we will multiply both denominators. So a and c will be multiplied and it will answer ac, and b and d will be multiplied and it will answer bd. Okay. And now the rule to divide is, let's suppose we have two fractions, like one is a by b and other is c by d, and we have to divide them. So watch it carefully that the rule to divide fractions is, we will change the division sign into multiplication sign, and at the same time we will take the reciprocal of fraction which is on the right side of sign. So here are two fractions, a by b and c by d. Here we have changed the division sign into multiplication sign, and we have taken the reciprocal of second fraction which is c by d. So the reciprocal is d by c. Okay, we will do this step at the same time we will change our sign. So now the question is similar with multiplication. So now we will multiply both numerators. A and d will be multiplied and b and c will be multiplied, and it will answer ad by bc. Okay. So here is another question which is also about simplification of following. Statement is 6df by 9f cube multiply 3f by 16d square divided by 8d cube f square by 27d. So let's start the solution. Firstly, we will rewrite our question as it is, and then we can see that here is division between fractions. So the question will arise is that how to do division between fractions? Yes, you are thinking right. We know the rule that in division we will change the division sign into multiplication, and we will take the reciprocal of right hand side fraction. So here we have changed the division sign into multiplication, and we have taken the reciprocal of fraction which is 27d by 8d cube f square. Okay, and now we are going to simplify it. So we will cut similar values in the numerator and in the denominator. So 3 will be cut with 9, as 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. And at the same time, both d of the numerator will be cut with d square of the denominator, and both f of the numerator will be cut with 2f in the denominator. And also 6 and 8 will be cut on the table of 2, as we know 2 threes are 6 and 2 fours are 8. So now we can see that we have similar both 3 in numerator and denominator. We will also cut them, and after cutting values, what is left behind is your answer. So we have 27 in the numerator and 16 multiplied by 4, which is 64. D cube f cube is left in the denominator. So we cannot simplify it further. So it is your answer, and it is most simplified answer. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel, which is Abdali Grammar School Official.